Ladies and gentlemen, what is up and welcome to today's How Good Are These New Offers video. And we've had an offer that I believe we've seen before. I think we saw this one toward the start of the year, but I think it's a little bit more expensive, where you essentially, it's a 4-star crystal bundle of any class of your choosing, so you pick one of the 6 classes, and you get a guaranteed 4-star of that class, and as well as that, you get kind of some rank up materials and a ton of ISO, and that one is $28.99. So this one circumstantially is an alright offer. I think, you know, if you're going for this offer, you want to be either looking at ideally the Mystic or Mutant one, because those, I think, you know, are by far 2 of the strongest classes overall. I think there is so much trash in the Tech class, so much in the Cosmic class, and so much in the Science class, that it's not really worth going for. And the Skill class is a little bit debatable. There's quite a bit of good in the Skill class, but there's also a lot of average in the Skill class. So I think Skill is a very kind of mid-range one there, but I think, you know, ideally if you're looking at going for that one, I'd probably go for the Mutant or the Mystic, because in Mutant you've got champions like Iceman, Archangel, Psylocke, Wolverine, X-23, and in Mystic, you know, you've got the Voodoo, you've got the Scarlet Witch, the Guillotine, the Dormammu, Hood. Like, there are an incredible amount of like really decent champions to get, but then again, you still have that run the risk of getting stuff like Colossus, or, you know, champions like Loki, or maybe Iron Fist, well, which is still, like, you know, they're still alright champions. Maybe Mystic's #1, but again, it kind of depends on what you and your roster need. However, this is the one where all of the hype is at. Everyone's talking about at the moment, and these offers actually came up while we were on the live stream, so we made a spreadsheet and we had a bit of a conversation about kind of which one, ideally, if you are going to buy this, because this is a very, very expensive offer. It's $99.99, so you know, it's $100 as well on the kind of the American store, so it's a really, really big one to go for. But you essentially get a 5-star crystal of any class of your choosing. Now, currently, they have confirmed that this pool's, the crystal is from the basic pool of champions, and as the basic pool expands, if you want to hold on to the crystal, then the new champions are going to be available. So say if you wait with the Mutant one till December, you also get like Archangel, Rogue, Iceman, Psylocke added into that pool. So that's something incredibly, incredibly important to bear in mind. And we do know that, you know, this technology does exist. For example, you know, if you have farmed a great amount of premium hero crystals, if you're doing an opening of a couple of hundred, it's not the point at which you get the crystals that the pool has decided. Is the point which you you know, either load them up into the spinner or open them, where it kind of, you know, what is it, essentially ask the server which champions are currently in this pool. So yeah, you can get significantly better odds at getting a good champion if you do kind of buy out this offer and then hold on to it. But simultaneously, you know, that's a bit of patience, a little bit of discipline, but it's something interesting to think about. So anyway, yeah, in terms of what this offer is, it's the 5-star Mutant Crystal. It's 1 T4 Catalyst, it's a ton of ISO, and also a plus 30% boost. Now, if we open, what is it? We got 2 tabs, so we have the Marvel Tricos tab, and also the spreadsheet in which 5-star crystal to buy, and this one will be kind of in the description. So this is essentially just listing the champions that are currently in them, and I've got like a kind of like smiley and unhappy tab, and I went through this on the live stream, which ones I'd be kind of happy to get and which ones I wouldn't, because I was very much debating going for this for myself, but I kind of came to the conclusion that I don't really need this offer. You know, for $99 or £99, I can spend that money like a lot better outside of Marvel Contest of Champions, because just having, you know, one of these characters unduped isn't really going to do a lot for me. And also somebody that has a few awakened 5-stars now, for example, you know, if I went for the Mutant one, if I saved it till December, then there's a chance that I could get Storm and awaken her, and then that would essentially be, you know, I spent like 100 quid on just a stack of ISO, and I'd be like, oh well, that really did suck. So yeah, I just wasn't hugely incentivized by that. But again, kind of looking at the champions that are coming up and being introduced to the base pool in the next few months, I think there is just like such a bigger merit, you know, if you, I think in terms of which class you should go for, I think with the risk of like Science and Cosmic, I think they're just like not really anything like super good enough there, and there are so many bad and kind of like average champions that I think the gamble is just way too high to kind of warrant going for either one of those. In terms of tech, I've seen quite a few people already go for tech on kind of Twitter and also via the live stream, and a lot of it has resulted in kind of some of these guys here, the Civil Warrior, the Iron Man, the Iron Patriot, the Hulkbuster. So I think tech at the moment is just a huge gamble. You know, there's a much greater chance that you're going to get something you don't want over, you know, awakening that Star-Lord. But it is a gamble. Like getting a Star-Lord would be pretty good. Ultron, awakening like Rocket or getting a Rocket, like that's definitely some merit there. So I can see the reason why some people have gone for the tech one. The Mystic one, I think Mystic, Mutant, and Skill, kind of my stance on these. If you want to buy any one of these, I would definitely hold on to it, because they get considerably better when you look at some of the champions that are coming up. I think, you know, if you are going for the Mystic one, you want to wait until the November champions come in, because as well as, you know, everything in there at the moment, kind of the Magic, the Mordo, the Guillotine, the Juggernaut, still pretty desirable champions. You also have Ghost Rider, Dr. Voodoo, Hood, Dormammu, so there's definitely, you know, that definitely really juices up the Mystic pool there. And in terms of the skill pool, I think the one champion that everybody's looking for is really Gwenpool. So yeah, that is a potential there to save it till November as well. If you're looking to go down the Mutant avenue, I think you definitely want to save till December, because then you can get Archangel, Psylocke, get the potential chance at Archangel, Psylocke, Iceman. You also have Rogue in there, who's definitely an amazing champion to have. Cable, well above average. I think a lot of people will be fairly like, oh, we got Cable, that's a useful champion, we can add that to the roster. So yeah, that'll kind of be my advice. Is I personally wouldn't go for the Science, Cosmic, or Tech. I'd either go, you know, if I was going to buy one of these offers, which I don't think I am going to, I'd go for the Mutant or Mystic and then save the appropriate month. Or if I was a really big Gwenpool fan and didn't already have a 5-star Gwenpool, I'd go for the Skill and open it at the start of November. But yeah, also just to confirm that what I was saying earlier, if you do open it at a later date, once the champion is in the pool, this just confirms that, you know, if you do open it in November when those champions have been added, you do have the chance that those champions, again, very similar to how like premiums, 4 stars, 3 stars work. People save up those for a certain date until champions are introduced into the basic pool and go for it there. But yeah, overall, is this offer worth it? If you are a big blubbery whale, or if you want to take an exponential gamble, potentially. But again, I would advocate, you know, either going for Mutant or Mystic if you are going to buy this offer, and then holding off until some of those higher tier champions are in the basic pool, because then overall, you know, you might still like save it till December and then get a Colossus, but at least, you know, if for example like 10 people were to do that, you know, some of them would get, like, statistically speaking, like an Archangel or an Iceman. So yeah, it's probably the right thing to do if you are going to go for that offer. But in terms of how insane that offer is, it's alright. It's definitely better than some of the offers, other 5-star offers that we've seen in the past, but I think especially with 5 stars becoming more common, they're still, you know, it's not really a big enough impact on your game to, like, splurge out the money. You know, there's a very, like, minimal chance that whatever crystal you're going to buy is going to give you a champion that is going to hugely impact your game and progression. So yeah, I think it still doesn't justify the cost. But however, one thing it does make me really excited for is the Cyber Monday / Black Friday offers. If we're seeing an offer like this, which is a 5-star Mutant Crystal, a Tier 4 Mutant Catalyst, a ton of ISO, and a pretty big boost, like on a kind of regular day, I feel like, you know, around Cyber Monday and Black Friday, potentially we might be seeing an offer related to an Odin's that has like a fully formed 5-star crystal, and also maybe an Awakening gem, maybe also see a 5-star crystal on the Black Panther's treasure, and maybe see something similar around, you know, kind of the Christmas time, December period. So I think, you know, if you are an occasional spender, somebody that does like to budget and not just go all in on any offer, I would kind of, you know, keep that in mind, that those dates are coming, and on those dates could be potentially some offers that just completely blow this one out of the water. So while it does seem quite intense, you know, enticing at the moment, I definitely pump the brakes on it. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I've blabbered on so much about this new offer. It's just a huge gamble at the end of the day. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, feel free to leave a like. If you have opened one of the crystals, guys, let me know what you get in the comments below, but hopefully you're gonna save it and get the better odds at getting certain champions. But yeah, interested to get a little bit more perspective on this one. Thank you very much for watching, take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.